Hopefully things are going well so far with the muscles. Today we're going to start talking about the muscles of the rotator cuff. So those are your sits muscles if you remember correctly. And here you can see the first S that we have there is supraspinatus. So S standing for supraspinatus, and it's above the scapular spine. So that's that one there. I standing for infraspinatus, and it is below the scapular spine. So there's infraspinatus there. And then we've got teres minor, and that's the muscle right here. Don't get that confused with teres major, because teres major falls underneath. So this is teres major. It is not one of your sits muscles. So supraspinatus, infraspinatus, teres minor, and then the other S is on the anterior side, and it's subscapularis. As we go through, you can see subscapularis there. The S is kind of dropped down, but there's your subscapularis right in there. Now we're going to move on to the muscles that act on the scapula. So all of them act to move it. The biggest one back there, you've got your trapezius muscle. So going all the way from your occipital bone all the way into your thoracic vertebrae. Then you can see on the side there your teres major, and right in front of that is your infraspinatus that we learned a little bit earlier. And then this muscle over here is the one that looks like the delta symbol, and that's your deltoid muscle. Those ones in the red and the blue don't act on the scapula, though. I'm just giving you some review there. The other ones that act on your scapula, this one, levator scapulae. Levator acting to elevate the scapula there. And then you've got rhomboid major and minor. Always remember major's bigger, and it lies on the bottom. And then you've got minor just over top of that. So there's rhomboid minor there. And there you can have a better look at what teres major looks like going underneath. And don't forget, teres minor was above. So same thing with rhomboids. The minor is always on top. Taking a look at muscles that move the humerus, so the bone in your arm. You've got your deltoid muscle here. This is a big one here. And this is your anterior side. You've also got the lateral side here. And then you've got your posterior side. The little muscle in here is called your coracobrachialis. And then on either side, these are your brachialis here. Now take a minute and think, what is this muscle here? Well, the big one down the middle here, we all know is our bicep brachii. And the bicep brachii is bi because it has how many heads? That's right, 2 heads. Perfect. And then this big muscle here was pec major. Remember, major was over top of the minor on. There's a better look at coracobrachialis. Just a small little muscle in there. There's a good look at pec minor. So when your pec major is removed, they're showing pec minor. And then these little muscles here on the side, these are your serratus anterior, and those muscles are your boxing muscles. So if you're boxing away, that's your main muscle that you're using. So serratus anterior is your boxing. There's a better look at your bicep brachii. There's another look at your brachialis. Don't forget, coracobrachialis was back here. And then you've got a muscle down here called your brachioradialis, and that's the muscle that allows you to drink. So it's into your forearm, and it's called your drinking muscle because it allows you to bring that cup to your mouth. So don't forget that. Then you got pronator teres, and it's just as it sounds. It's allowing you to pronate your arm. Triceps brachii, 3 heads, 1 going into the olecranon bone, as we all know, on the ulna, and then you've got 1 here and 1 here. So there's your tricep brachii. Don't forget this muscle going underneath teres major, and above that teres minor, and then you've got above the scapular spine, supraspinatus, and below it, infraspinatus. Here's a good look at the muscles of the forearm. I made a video of myself on how to remember these, but pronator teres, that's the one that allows you to pronate, coming down here. And then there's your brachioradialis, that's your drinking muscle there. And then we're going to talk about the other ones that fall in line here on the next slide. Once again, triceps coming down in. Don't worry about anconeus, no worries there. And then brachioradialis, that's your drinking muscle there. On to the next with another video.